When a woman cannot stop thinking about a man, three powerful changes quietly begin to unfold in his life. Take a slow breath. Let your thoughts settle for a moment. Because if you feel drawn to this message, there may be a reason for it. Someone is already on your mind right now, and what you're feeling may not be as random as it seems. When a woman's thoughts keep returning to the same man over and over again, when his name appears in her silent moments, and his memory lingers in the quiet spaces of her day, something deeper begins to move between two souls. Energy never travels without intention. Emotion does not repeat without purpose, and a connection does not remain alive through time without a certain power behind it. When a woman keeps thinking about a man, she often believes she is the one being affected. But what she doesn't realize is this: he begins to feel it too, often before he even understands why. The thoughts she carries begin turning into vibrations. Her longing becomes a silent signal, and the emotional attention she gives him slowly begins to influence his life in subtle ways he cannot fully explain. Here are the three things that begin happening to him when a woman cannot stop thinking about him. Hey everyone, welcome to Never Give Up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and choose all notifications, because every video has the power to shift your perspective. 1. He starts sensing her presence even when she isn't around. This is the first and quietest change. It begins almost unnoticed. He could be going about his day, busy with work, lost in routine, thinking about completely different things. Then suddenly, without any clear reason, his mind drifts. He sees something small that reminds him of her. A song plays and suddenly brings back a memory. He pauses for a moment and wonders why her face appeared in his thoughts out of nowhere. This is not just coincidence. This is emotional resonance. When a woman's feelings become steady and sincere, they create an energetic connection. It is not something forced. It grows from authenticity, emotion, memory, and genuine attachment. And through this invisible thread, he begins to feel her emotional presence even when distance separates them. He might not speak about her openly, but inside his mind, his thoughts slowly begin returning to her again and again. He starts remembering moments you once shared together. Quiet moments begin reminding him of your voice, and even if he tries to ignore the thoughts, they return with a gentle persistence. He finds himself replaying conversations. He scrolls through old messages again. He wonders what you might be doing at that exact moment. Sometimes he feels a strange restlessness he cannot explain. Other times he experiences a calm feeling when her memory appears. This happens because her emotional focus has built a bridge, and that bridge allows feelings, memories, and sensations to travel naturally between hearts. This is when he begins searching for her in places she isn't. This is when simple moments turn into quiet reminders of her. And this is when he slowly realizes that someone has left a deep imprint on his heart. 2. His emotions begin shifting in ways he cannot fully control. The second change is deeper and more powerful. He begins changing emotionally, even if he pretends nothing is different. When a woman constantly thinks about a man, her thoughts carry emotions like hope, curiosity, affection, longing, worry, and desire. Those emotions begin awakening something inside him. Walls that once protected his heart slowly begin weakening. His emotional barriers become thinner, and he starts noticing feelings he once ignored. He may suddenly question the distance he created. He might feel regret for stepping away. He might miss her more during quiet moments than he expected. He begins comparing other experiences to the memory of her presence. He realizes her absence feels louder than he imagined. And slowly, a quiet realization begins forming inside him. This woman affects me more than I admitted. Even if he doesn't reach out immediately, his heart starts having silent conversations with hers. He may feel protective. He may feel nostalgic. He may feel unexpectedly vulnerable. Emotional waves begin appearing, especially late at night or when he is alone. This is when feelings he once buried begin rising to the surface. He might even say things like, "I don't know why, but she keeps crossing my mind. I wonder if she still thinks about me. Maybe I should check on her." This is not weakness. This is awakening. Your emotional presence inside his thoughts pushes him to examine his true feelings. He slowly begins realizing what he meant to you and what you mean to him. And eventually, truth becomes impossible to ignore. Your energy keeps reminding him. 3. He feels a powerful inner pull to reconnect. This is the strongest phase of all, the moment when thoughts slowly transform into intention, when emotion begins turning into action. He might resist it, he may stay silent, he might convince himself it's only nostalgia, but the pull does not disappear. When a woman cannot stop thinking about him, her emotional focus awakens a deep desire within him to reconnect. He may begin wanting to hear your voice again. He might quietly check your social media. He may write messages he never sends. He may feel protective toward you even from afar. This happens because deep inside his heart, he senses that the connection isn't finished, that something still remains unsaid, that the story between you still carries an unfinished thread. He begins realizing that losing the connection would create an emptiness. He begins understanding that you are not easily replaced. He begins noticing that your presence still follows him emotionally. Sometimes he will suddenly reach out without warning. Other times he waits, only because pride, fear, or uncertainty are holding him back. But the emotional current continues, quietly guiding his heart back toward remembrance. Why this happens emotionally and spiritually. When a woman repeatedly thinks of someone with genuine sincerity, she creates a subtle synchronization between two hearts. The mind sends intention, the heart sends emotion, and the soul sends energy. This process does not require physical closeness. It operates through resonance. What one soul feels deeply, the other begins sensing naturally. The universe responds to emotional consistency, and when intention carries honesty, movement begins. This is why he feels you even when he tries to deny it. This is why he dreams about you without meaning to. This is why memories return that he once overlooked. It is not obsession. It is emotional alignment. But there is a truth people rarely mention. When you think about someone constantly, those thoughts must come from clarity, not desperation. Love should never imprison your spirit. It should expand it. Because while your thoughts may influence his feelings, you must never lose yourself in the process. The real power of your thoughts is not forcing someone to return. It is understanding what this connection is teaching your own heart. Is this connection peaceful? Is it nurturing? Is it mutual? Is it helping you grow? Sometimes repeated thoughts are not about the other person at all. They are about healing, closure, or personal awakening. And once you recognize that, you become even stronger. The hidden sign he may be feeling you too. If you notice sudden reminders of him, dreams, emotional waves, or unexplained nostalgia appearing at certain moments, the connection may be mutual. Emotional energy moves in both directions. When he begins thinking about you as well, the energetic loop strengthens. That is when synchronicities begin appearing. That is when timing begins aligning. That is when silence speaks louder than words. A message for your heart. If someone constantly appears in your thoughts, do not judge yourself, but gently ask yourself one question. Am I respecting my own emotional space? Am I letting this connection guide me instead of control me? Because when a woman's thoughts are powerful, they do not chase, they attract. They do not weaken, they awaken. They do not beg, they resonate. And when he finally realizes how deeply he feels your presence, it will not be because you forced him to. It will be because your energy quietly remained within his soul. If this message reached you today, there may be meaning in that too. Sometimes the heart already knows the truth. It simply waits for the mind to understand it. And right now, your heart may already be speaking. Listen carefully. If this message resonated with you, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support.